Got a pair of game twos on the Monday night menu as we welcome you inside Atlanta's Studio J for TNT NBA Tip-Off presented by CarMax. We'll be taking it to Philly in a half hour for the Nets and Sixers, and then it's the Warriors and Kings. Ernie Johnson here in Atlanta. The Diesel is here.
No, the purple people. Purple people eater tonight.
The Chuckster is here.
Yes, sir.
And so is Ken Pepsi Hotshot Smith.
Hey.
There he is.
No, we're not starting off with that, man.
Underdog, put that on the video.
Come on, man.
Ken Smith.
Come on, man. I was not looking at that, Ken. Man. I was shooting that thing, though. That was on CBS.
Yeah, it was.
That was on CBS.
Oh, man.
Did you win that thing, by the way?
I came in second.
But
Lost in the finals.
The answer would be no.
There's a difference between
No.
Losing means you weren't in it.
No.
Second out of
he asked you
50,000 kids that signed up for the contest.
He asked you if you won.
You're
right, Chuck.
Congratulations on your second place finish.
Thank you.
Well, we got some business to do here because I've got an envelope over here.
Uh-oh.
Kia Defensive Player of the Year. But first, a little background. 40 years ago, the NBA's first Defensive Player of the Year award was handed out to the Bucks' Sidney Moncrief. In fact, he won the first two. 10 players have won it multiple times, led by Dikembe Mutombo and Ben Wallace with 4. 14 players have won it once, a list that includes MJ, Gary Payton, Michael Cooper, Kevin Garnett, Giannis, and last year's winner, Marcus Smart. We will have another first-time winner here in 2023. The finalists for the Kia NBA Defensive Player of the Year are Jaren Jackson Jr. of Memphis, Brook Lopez of the Milwaukee Bucks, and Evan Mobley of Cleveland. Would you like to get the result?
Yes.
Well, no, we're just sitting here for the hell of it.
Good, as you normally do.
What do you think of this, Chuck?
Wait,
Hey,
Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Let's not take away from the moment.
All right.
The winner of the Kia NBA Defensive Player of the Year is Jaren Jackson Jr. of the Memphis Grizzlies.
Well deserved.
Yes, indeed. I've got the tabulation here. Total points in the voting: 391. Brook Lopez second at 309, and Mobley third at 101. Jaren Jackson Jr. got 56 of the 100 first place votes. Brook Lopez with 31. What makes Shaq in this day and age, and you see the numbers on Jaren Jackson Jr. leading the NBA in block shots with 3. Brook Lopez, by the way, had the most blocks, but blocks per game was Jaren Jackson. What makes a big-time, big man defender?
I can't answer about defense, but I have blocked a few shots. You know, when you can affect somebody's shot, when you can affect them mentally, when they come in the lane, they know they're going to get touched up, they're going to get it blocked, or you have to make them alter a shot. I was never a defensive stopper, but if you drive past a Kenny or a Charles, I was able to meet you at the rim and either touch you up or block it. He definitely has that ability to make people change shots, and he will go for it. He's not afraid to get dunked on. I think that's the key. You know, a lot of big guys, you know, including myself, if a guy got past me and I didn't want to get embarrassed, I would just let him go. But if I had enough time to, like, meet him at the rim or meet him before they get to the rim, I was able to block it. And he definitely has that ability. And I don't think anyone is definitely mad at this vote, because as the leading shot blocker in the league, that just tells me that he goes after everything, makes people alter their shot, and he's very, very active around the rim.
What do you think, Chuck, of these 3 finalists and of the winner, Jaren Jackson Jr.?
Well, I think it's well deserved. The answer to your first question is Alonzo Mourning, Mark Eden, Dikembe, guys who got. When I look at, like, you know he's coming. You know, because as a good offensive player, I'm not even worried about the guy guarding me. I'm going to get around him. I'm going to get the shot I want. But, like, when I played against those guys I just mentioned, Jaren Jackson reminds me of that. I know he's coming to try to block my shot at some point. And you really have to say, well, I got to beat 2 guys. And so when would you quit waving non-defender?
You didn't put me on that list?
No, you're not a defender. No.
So I wasn't a shot blocker?
You wasn't.
Underdog, where'd I rank in shot block? I'm in the top 10.
Because you're big as hell than everybody else.
Okay, so put me on that damn list.
No, you weren't a shot blocker. I wasn't looking at you like
Bro,
that.
I'm in the top 10.
You just big and ugly, but that's another story for another time. But when I'm saying, when you're looking for a guy all the time, that's what make a guy a great shot blocker. Like Shaq says, a lot of guys are afraid to get dunked on, but some guys do not care. Morning, Dikembe, Mark Eden, I put Manute Bol in that situation. Those guys are coming. And so you really have to be two guys. So, but all three of these guys are well-deserved, but Jaren Jackson deserved it.
I have a little bit of different perspective, only because I've had the unfortunate and fortunate ability to play against a defensive player of the year on the perimeter in Gary Payton, and then have to go in the lane against Dikembe Mutombo, Alonzo Mourning. So it's two different. They're looking for shot blocks. I'm talking about from 94 feet. And what always I thought makes a great defender, even if it's at the rim or on the perimeter, it's not that you can't get by them or you can't score on them. It's their second effort. So once you get by him and you think you're gone, then all of a sudden it comes back and they're still there. And I thought another guy who never won Defensive Player of the Year in that would be Muggsy Bogues.
Right.
A guy who had great second effort in terms of on the perimeter, and that made people uncomfortable. But Gary Payton, Jaren Jackson, Mutombo, Alonzo Mourning, all the games, Marcus Smart, they make you uncomfortable because of their second effort, not always their first.
We are pleased to be joined by the Kia NBA Defensive Player of the Year now. From Memphis, Jaren Jackson Jr. Congratulations, Jaren. Nice going.
Thank you. I got my mom clapping while I'm trying to do TNT.
Oh, man. Look, I know from reading just on some of your history, obviously your dad played in the NBA, won a ring with the San Antonio Spurs, and I know you have the utmost appreciation, admiration, love for the man who taught you how to play the game the right way. How do you define playing the game the right way?
It's winning basketball. It's always trying to win. You really put yourself second, and everything that has to do with the team is first. He always did that in his career, so even if he didn't say it, I could follow his career and pretty much see that he always wanted to play winning basketball, and he was thankful enough to win a championship, and that's what I'm trying to do now. So I'm trying to get one of my own.
Junior, congratulations. We love your game. You have a fabulous game. In the sake of this award, at the beginning of the year, did you say to yourself, I want to be the Defensive Player of the Year?
100%. It's something that would only take our team to the next level if I'm on that type of time, playing defense, helping everybody out. Whenever we're playing like that, team defense really helps us. It goes a long way. I have a kind of a co-guy right here on my right, Dylan Brooks, who brings it every night. And we kind of lay the foundation for what we need to do as a team. So, I mean, I definitely said that to myself, and I know he did too. And I'm glad we got one to the 901.
A two-part question. Number one, are you left-handed or you only block shots with your left hand?
I don't know. I haven't figured it out. I usually just tell them I'm right-handed, so they let me go left anyway. But I used to be left-handed when I was like 3, and then I switched because, when you're shooting in the driveway, you can do whatever you want. And I just said, might as well switch, but you know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, interesting. Jaren, congratulations, first of all. The other thing that I would say is when your game actually took off and people started recognizing you, it was because of your offense. And now you're getting recognized for defense, where when you became an all-star, they were like, he's shooting the 3, he's posting up. We didn't know, I didn't hear as much about your defense, which is interesting. How do you feel about that?
I'm trying to put it all together. You want to be the best you can, put it all together, be a good all-around player. You talk about the greatest two-way players. They had to do a lot. You have to have that endurance to be on both ends. It's really my pops. I mean, he had me doing all types of crazy stuff in the gym, like working on my hook that I never got to use in AAU, working on my 3-ball that, coach ain't calling for the big to go shoot a 3. You're supposed to be in the post. So, now I get to finally use it. kind of more of a scoring option on this team, and it's all coming together a little bit.
Jaren, this is a big season for you guys and for you personally, an all-star for the first time and now Defensive Player of the Year. I'm always curious when you get an accolade or the accolades that you've gotten this year, where does your mind go in terms of the folks who are responsible for doing this? I know you've talked about your mom and dad, but who else?
My whole entire coaching staff. Everybody this year, from T. Jenks, who definitely is Coach of the Year, from him on down, they've instilled the confidence in me to be aggressive offensively, but really unleash me defensively to go out there and do whatever. There's so many people, man. All my coaches down the line, my AAU coaches, my high school coaches. It's one of those things you bring home to everybody. You bring home to your city, your family. It means a lot. Like, I'm bringing it home to an organization who's adding another Defensive Player of the Year to their belt. And, I'm doing it for a lot of reasons. So it's not going to sink in right now. It'll probably sink in the summer, because now I just got to get ready for Game 2, because we play in a couple of days. So that's really what you're focused on right now.
Who else? You said you had Dylan there with you, and your mom's there. Is Terry's there within
Yeah, my
camera
mom's
shot?
here, but Dylan's here.